So what are the pillars of health according to Dr. Khanita? So I actually been thinking about this for a while. Recently I got an intern helping me out in my clinic, and I kind of had this idea of what are the pillars of health, or how do I view health for myself. And I wanted to tell my intern about it, and she wants to get into holistic medicine. So, for us, health is not just like the physical aspect. I want her to think about the whole body, kind of how Chinese medicine thinks about health. It's not just the physical, it's the mental aspect as well. So, kind of talking about my pillars. And this is something I think other people have talked about. It's not a new idea. It's just how I thought about it in my own time. The physical health is the most obvious one, right? We need to keep our bodies physically healthy with exercise, with movement, with stretching. That aspect, I think a lot of people know there's a whole industry based off of that. Mental health is another pillar that's super important. It's becoming more, apparent now. Especially, I follow a lot of tennis, especially when Naomi Osaka talked about how she needed to take a break due to her mental health and the pressure that comes to being, the superstar that she is, or she was, sadly. I still love Naomi Osaka. Okay, so mental health is a huge thing. People dealing with anxiety, depression, all that. So being able to have a therapist, talk to someone to keep that healthy. Another aspect is it's kind of in relation to mental health too. These all relate to each other, is emotional health. So what I mean by this is how, when emotions come up, how do we deal with that? How do we, not react to that? When I feel angry, not lashing out at someone, or when I feel a certain way, not holding it in, talking to someone and not reacting to our emotions at that moment. Having a good emotional health is super important to mental and physical. And that goes to another pillar, is relational health. So our relationships with our family, our friends is really important, and that affects our physical, our mental health, our emotional health because of those relationships that we have. So making sure that we have talking to our friends, we're having good boundaries with our family, and I do that. I don't know, this sounds kind of mean, but sometimes I will do at the end of the year, like what's called a friend audit, and seeing how my friends throughout the year, is this still beneficial for me? Is this like becoming a more toxic relationship? Do I want to maybe cut back time with this person? Stuff like that. And I think it's not really mean. It's a healthy way to build good relationships on who you want to surround yourself with. And the last thing, which is not my area of expertise, but I think is super important, is financial health. So financial health, again, I'm not like an advisor or anything like that, but if you don't have good financial health or understanding your financing, it obviously gives you a lot of stress, and it affects your mental, your emotional, your relationship, your physical health, because it's so stressful. So understanding financial health, knowing your finances, if you want to have, I can give some recommendation on books I've read, to build not only my business in a way where I can help people and give back to you guys as a community through Chinese medicine, but for me to be good on my financial health and my foundation of that is super important. So again, physical, mental, emotional, relational, and financial health are all pillars of health, which I think is super important according to me. So I hope that's helpful. If you guys have any comments, questions, you can write me a comment below and I'll try to answer them.